Hello and welcome to Mysticpreneur TV. I'm Mary Henderson and today's topic is my favorite topic of all times, subliminal success affirmations, the power of repetition. Repetition is one of the most powerful tools of all as it relates to unlocking the true power and potential of the human mind. Why do you think advertisers and politicians alike both rely upon the method to get us to purchase their products and cast our vote on their behalf? If it works for multinational corporations and many of the world's most rich and powerful people, then it is time to consider how it can also work for you. When you repeat something often enough, this is what allows the message to penetrate the many barriers that the mind places between us and our ability to realize our true potential. Subliminal success affirmations are only as strong as the number of times you are willing to repeat them to yourself. Certain dreams and goals may seem too big to be achieved. When we constantly tell ourselves that our goals and dreams are too massive to consider, and we continuously feed ourselves with negative thoughts, these are negative affirmations. Yet, this is not how we tend to consider it. We think of ourselves as being humble, as being realistic when we think in this manner. So why not turn the tables and allow these consistently negative affirmations to become positive ones and harness the awesome power that comes with consistent repetition. If you have spent any time in a classroom setting, then you are already aware of the power of repetition and do not even know it. When it is time to study for a test, you are repeating the same fact over and over again and allowing them to permeate your brain. The same principles apply to the application of subliminal success affirmations. Not only is this method incredibly simple, but it is also highly effective. You do not need a yoga mat, expensive running shoes, or enrollment in any sort of course. Any person can make these changes in their daily life without any sort of massive adjustment period and without being forced to alter their lifestyle in a dramatic fashion. Since we are already well aware of the power of repetition thanks to commercials, political campaigns, and our own studies, it is time to apply these same principles to our own lives. If repetition can persuade us to change our buying habits and convince us of a person's legitimacy, then there is no reason why it cannot have the same effect on our daily thought process. But for some reason, we overlook a process that has the ability to change our entire way of life, simply because it may seem strange to the outside world. Speaking about the power of repetition seems to conjure images of voodoo and witch doctors as opposed to highly successful, learned people who have reached their goals and truly achieved greatness. The more often we allow ourselves to think certain things, the more often we repeat them to ourselves, the more legitimate the thoughts are allowed to become inside of our mind. Validity is the key to believing in a thought in a sincere manner, and with the power of repetition, a person increases their personal level of belief. When we repeat positive thoughts to ourselves, the mind stops being skeptical and ceases its search for ways to minimize our dreams and our goals. By repeating subliminal success affirmations to yourself on a daily basis, you are actually reprogramming your mind to stop replaying the tape of negativity you have become accustomed to and allowing yourself to truly believe. One of the biggest benefits that comes with the repetition of subliminal success affirmation is the increased ability to understand the message and see it as truth. The illusion of truth is the phrase that psychologists typically use to describe this phenomenon. Unless you are willing to utilize repetition, you will continue to see your goals and your dreams are being too far to touch, as opposed to seeing them as your birthright, as an unbreakable truth. Our minds have conscious filters, and while they help us in a number of ways, they can also serve as a barrier to true understanding. Our brain tends to run on autopilot, so repetition is a great way to break this cycle and swap out the messages that have been playing continuously for ones that will lead us to greater success. Subliminal success affirmations applied through the power of repetition are a great way to place yourself on the fast track to lasting changes within yourself. It is one of the quickest routes to self-improvement that is currently available to you. And if you are willing to take the proper steps towards using this technique in the manner that has been suggested, you are able to get the most out of the plan. Whether you simply take the time to repeat your personalized subliminal success affirmations to yourself multiple times throughout the day. So choose the one that works best for you. When you are struggling to take action in a decisive manner, give subliminal success affirmations and repetition a chance to change your fate. You have the power within you to change the way you see the world and your prognosis for future success. All you have to do is take that next step forward.